Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host of the Grilling to Get Away podcast, and I am here with my buddy
Hey, what's happening, everyone? This is Ben.
Ben. Man, we got a special cabin edition of the Grilling to Get Away podcast. I'm currently up north at Watoma, Wisconsin, on Silver Lake. Um, happy to be doing a podcast from here. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's not too hot up there for you. You're not haven't melted yet.
Not yet. Not yet. I have a nice umbrella with me everywhere I go.
Sure.
So
SPF 200 or what?
yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
smart.
stay underneath. I stay underneath the shade
Yep.
for the most part. Um, and yeah, so no, it's been pretty good, pretty nice up here. 70s, 80s, breezy a little bit of rain, pop up showers, but can't complain.
Sure, man. Good. Good.
Yeah, man. So we were doing some chicken last night on the
How'd it
grill.
go?
Let me tell you, man. So I knew coming up we were having this propane, grill. Wasn't sure what brand or anything, like how it was going to look. But
What brand is that?
it's called Gen Air. Have you ever heard of Gen Air?
Dude, no, I don't think so, man.
So JENN Air,
Okay.
AIR. Never heard of
Yeah.
this brand before either.
No.
It's a solid, like it's a stainless steel two burner. So only two burners on it. It's a natural gas. So which this was the cool part about it was it's hooked up to the house
Right.
natural gas, so they got like a line running to it, and in order to turn it on, they have a timer on it, so you have to flip the switch and you crank it, and it's like a timer. So being like an Airbnb, like it's smart that it turns off by itself, like if you leave it on, you know what I mean?
Man,
So
look at that. People thought
so
of everything, didn't they?
right, yeah, you gotta crank it to turn it on, and it just kind of slowly goes down until it's out. But I was doing the chicken, and I turned it all the way up because I was kind of going low and slow with the chicken. I wasn't sure what to do. But man, let me tell you about this grill, man. So I, being a public space, this grill's gotten used. It looks like it looked like it had never been cleaned in like years, like 2, 3 years. Probably hasn't been cleaned at all. So I pulled the cover off, and there's just spiders crawling all over it. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
it's just like black, like just tar, on the grates, and then underneath it's just like the buildup of grease and like rust and all this kind of stuff. So I looked at it the first time. I was like, I'm not dealing with this tonight. Um, I was thinking, they have a fire pit. Maybe I'll just take the racks off and just put them over the fire pit. But then,
Yeah.
I got to thinking more about it. I was like, man, I can't leave this grill like this. So the next day I stopped at a hardware store, and I picked up some Simple Green grill cleaner.
How many bottles
And
did you get? Like four?
dude, they only had one, so I grabbed
Oh,
one just to
okay.
start, and
Yeah.
it's like that foam cleaner. So like you
Yep.
spray it on and it foams.
You just kind of let it
Dude,
set for like a couple
yeah,
minutes. And yeah.
dude, I used the whole bottle,
I
man.
believe
Like,
it.
so I took the grates off, and but luckily they had like a wire brush that I could use. But then in the garage, they had some like gardening tools. So like they had this big long like wooden handled stick with like a almost like a weed puller, I'd say. Like so it's like got like a fork on the end of it.
Yeah.
And I use that, man. Like I was just scraping this thing like with
Jeez.
that thing.
Yeah. It's
um
chipping away, huh?
it was, yeah. And it was like a 2 hour process, man. So I would spray it on there. I'd start chipping away at it. I'd get some paper towels and I'd scrub it down, and then I'd go for another round. Like I just kept doing that for like 2 hours. Um, and then
Did you find
finally,
this like soothing? Was this like enjoyable for you, or were you kind of cussing for the first hour, and then the second hour, just like, okay, well, we're halfway here. Let's just, committed to
yeah, it was one of those where it's like, okay, I'm gonna beat this thing type of thing. But then,
it.
then also it was like, I can't leave this grill for the next person like in this shape. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you come up to the lake and you want to grill out or something, man, you should have a nice grill to be able to do that. So,
Mhm.
halfway through the process, I was like, well, we might only use this one or two times, but like the people after us will thank us. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where my mindset was. And after a couple hours, I sent you that picture, man, and
Yeah.
it was good enough to cook off of finally. Like it wasn't perfect, but the grates are clean. Underneath was clean, so like there wasn't going to be any grease fires or anything like that. And I got a lot of that grease out of there, so you wouldn't have any issues. So, but yeah, I did the chicken thighs last night with some chicken breasts and went perfect. No issues.
Nice.
Used some olive oil on the grates to make sure nothing was sticking, and I'll have to go out there and clean it again today. But yeah, for whatever reason, like those grates, like they just attracted whatever you're cooking on. It just sticks on them.
Yeah.
So I'll have to get out there today or tomorrow again to clean it off again. But yeah, we're probably gonna do some burgers here later on this
Ooh.
week, so we'll be using it again. But
Yeah. Probably want to
it's in
grease
better
it up
shape.
real good for those.
Yeah, it'll be in better shape when we leave here than when we got here. You know what I mean?
Are you gonna make sure and put a note out there and ask for like $200 back for your time and effort and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
these Airbnbs and these Verbos and stuff like that. Like they charge you like clean fees after you leave. I was like, I should charge them a grill cleaning fee for my time and my effort. Reimbursed for that
Yeah.
simple green bottle that I bought.
What was it like? How
Just
much did that
my
cost?
share.
Like 5, $10?
It was like $5. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But man, yeah. So that's so some tips for you if you're going away. Kind of know what know what you're working with. Bring some grill cleaner with you. We were, I was fortunate that they had some tools and stuff here that I could really scrape and get in there with. Otherwise, I would have been just with paper towels and like this like tiny grill brush that they had there just, just chipping away. But
That would have been like a 4 or 5 hour job, man.
no, yeah, that's okay though. We would have got it done. Like I said, like I was like, man, I can't leave this grill in this condition.
Yeah.
You come up here, you want to grill, you gotta have something to do it on. So but that's my story. Got it done. Um,
Nice.
yeah, man. What about you? I mean, this is Fourth of July week coming up here.
Heck yeah, it is,
Um,
buddy.
what do you got planned besides like lighting off fireworks every single night?
Bottle rockets from holding on in your hand,
Yeah,
shooting them. So
yeah.
let's see, dude. So I saw this video. It's a Weber recipe, okay? And you take your shrimp and you create these little like these little balls that you put on top of the shrimp. So it's crab meat with oh man, what all did they put in it? I just wrote it down like 20 minutes ago. But um it you take like this kind of ground up crab meat and they create like a sauce kind of for it and stuff. It's got like some eggs mixed up. And then you're using like a Cajun seasoning for it. And I think I had some like Dijon mustard in it.
Okay.
Probably some mayo and stuff, because why not? And then you
Right.
crush up like a whole sleeve of like Ritz crackers and you put it in a bowl and you mix all that up and then you create these little balls with like and then you do like red bell pepper
Okay.
and you put it like so you put it on like your shrimp. So your shrimp sitting like I can't really do it, I guess, but it's shrimp sitting like this, right? And you're putting the ball like right in here, so it sits like that.
You
And then
need
you
some
put it
big
like
shrimp,
in a
like
cast
jumbo
iron.
shrimp, huh?
Yeah, I guess, man. Yeah. So then you put it like in a cast iron, you just let it set and you smoke it for a little bit and stuff. It said like
Wow.
450 for like 12
Four
minutes and stuff.
four fifty.
That's
So
pretty
that's
high,
like
man.
a high
I'm not gonna
sear.
do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Um so I'm not gonna go that high. Obviously, I'll probably stick around like 300
Okay.
and then just go nice and slow. And then they use like squeeze like lemons on top of it and stuff. And then they do like a cowboy butter sauce that you drizzle on like afterwards. So um we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm just gonna give that a shot, I think. And then we'll probably like I have one more tube of ground beef, so I think we're gonna do smash burgers.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, I'm super excited for that. Um, but we'll see, man. The shrimp, I'm pumped for. Like, I'll send you a picture and stuff. We'll see if it. how it pans out, I guess. Something to try, something to do, I guess. But what about
Yeah.
you, man?
Yeah, man. So like we kind of plan out a schedule. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing on the fourth. But yeah, we get like burgers are on the schedule. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, because what the fourth is Friday, right? Yeah, and that's our
Sounds
last
right.
night here.
Yeah.
That's our last night here. So we might just do like something simple like pizzas or something like that. But yeah, we'll do some burgers and stuff. Yeah, and we'll see. You know, what else? Kind of play that by ear. But yeah, getting some good fishing up in here. Catching some
Are you
nice.
keeping any of the fish?
So I'm catching and releasing, but the boys, because we got the boys and the cousins up here, um, their plan is to catch as many as they can and then like flay them up and do some fish tacos or something like that. So we'll
These
see
fish,
if
what
that
is fish
pans
like
out.
this big?
So they're like 6, 7 inches,
Okay. Yeah.
So they've caught quite a bit of them. So we'll see.
Nice.
Some rock bass. Um, last night we were out, caught some nice ones. Caught a nice like 16-inch northern, but
Nice.
that
Okay.
threw that one back. I'm not planning on flaying those up or anything like that. So,
Mm.
but yeah, we got some good fishing up here on Silver Lake. Um, and we'll see what the boys want to do with their fish because they have some grand scheme in their mind. When you get the cousins together, just fishing off the dock, catching all those little, those kind of 6, 7 inchers. You can maybe get like one or two tacos out of them.
Delicious. Yeah, absolutely. If you're lucky, one or two maybe.
Yeah. So we'll see what they have planned with that. But yeah, otherwise, just kind of rolling with the punches here, and you know, kind of seeing where the day takes us.
That's not bad, man. That's not too
Right.
bad. Did you got fireworks? Like, are you ready to shoot some stuff off?
So
Or
that's the thing, man. Like, because on this lake, the houses are really close together.
yeah, you're on a lake. There's water all over. What are you worried about?
Yeah. So it's I do have some with me, but nobody knows that because I'm not sure what's going to happen.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I don't want to get anybody's hopes up because I didn't rent this one, so like I can I want to
Uh-huh.
be cautious of things I'm setting off. It's right next to the highway too, so like cars are driving by, so I um, don't want to cause any accidents or start any fires because we're so close.
Sure, sure.
So I gotta be a little smart there.
Well, it's very thoughtful of you. It's
Sometimes I do think of other people. Hmm.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to fireworks, that's the first time I think I've ever heard you say that. So,
Yeah, I know, and I'm disappointed because right by the house they set up the firework tent in the grocery store, and
set you up for failure, man.
well, I'm coming back the day after, so hopefully I'm gonna catch some of those deals. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
dude,
the
that'll be
after day.
packed up and gone. You know that. I
Yeah,
uh I that's funny because I drove past that too, and I was like, ho ho ho, we're coming. I think I'm gonna take the kids like on the morning of the fourth, just so we get
ooh,
everything that's like,
yeah,
50 to 75% off, so
dude. I like when I do that. I always find like they just got like the sparklers left over, or they got
yeah.
like the big like cannons, that are like $200.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So we're
Dude, but
going one of two ways. One of two
your
ways, bro.
neighborhood, yeah, your
Yep.
neighborhood's crazy though, man. Like
Yeah, I know.
you could hear like last year my dad was camping over there at the campground right next to your neighborhood. It's like it was like a war zone, man.
Yeah.
And this is like 2 days out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's already started, man. It's already
I
started.
bet.
It's
Week long.
they've been going off almost, every night here and stuff. So it's people are getting it going and it'll happen. Like obviously like 4th of July being on a Friday and stuff, man. It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, probably Monday, Tuesday, like who knows?
Oh
We'll
yeah, why
see.
not? Keep it going. four
Yeah.
day weekend.
Yeah. So yeah, man, we'll see. But I don't know. I haven't picked up any fireworks yet.
Okay. Well, good, man. Well, I hope you have a good fourth. We'll cut this one short. Yeah, it's a nice quick one. I hope everybody gets a chance to get out there on the 4th and grill out a little bit. It's the best time to do that when you got the family together and all that kind of stuff. So hope you have a good 4th, and then we'll catch up next week, and maybe I'll have some more stories for you.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait. If I'm excited to hear more about it when we have a little bit more time next week to go in
Yeah.
a little bit more detail. So enjoy the rest of your time up there.
All
For
right,
those
man.
of you who are still around the area, like I'll be up at Ducktona on Sunday. That'll be up
That's
in
right.
Sheboygan area. So I got canceled last year, rained out, so it should be a good time this year. They're bringing it back. So I'll be up there, and then the following week, Greg, we hit Rib Fest, dude. So we'll be
Back at
out.
Rib Fest, man.
Yeah, we'll
This
be
year
out in
number
Alcorn.
yeah, year number 4 for us out there, I think.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
always a good time. We always enjoy seeing people come out. We have our regulars we hope to see out there. It's a free event, so you can get in free, and then you can just go and sample and try. Well, I don't want to say sample, but you can go and buy,
I'll say,
plates
yeah,
and
those aren't
ribs, and
free.
yeah, those aren't free, but yeah, they'll have some good barbecue out there.
Yeah. 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 It should be a good time. So we'll be hitting it hard here these next couple of weeks. But yeah, hopefully everyone has a good 4th. Has a chance to get out and grill. That's you know, I was listening to the radio today, Greg, this morning, dropping the kids off, and man, they were talking about like the best like summer movies or like 4th of July movies and stuff, and like The
Yeah,
Sandlot was one of them. I was like,
we watched it last night.
yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah,
So gets me every time,
yeah,
that the night game and stuff. He's running
yeah,
around the streets. He's
yeah.
getting like he's eating it and putting
The
it
hot
back.
dog,
He's
yeah,
making his plate.
yeah.
Man,
It was
gets
like
me living it
it
up.
was just like me growing up.
I believe it. Yeah, free for all. There's no
Yeah,
rules. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right, man. We'll take care, and we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you next week.
Happy 4th, man. Take it
All
easy.
right. Cheers.